Welcome back. So I have grinded the egusi along with the crayfish. Also I grinded the okpeye seasoning on top of it. So this is how the achi looks after it's grinded. In the meantime, I had put in the stockfish and the beef along with the dry fish in the pot. Now there's something you need to know. If you want to, the amount of meat or poultry you want to use depend on how much you like. But the Eastern people are not heavy consumer of flesh, so that is why I put in moderate amount. It also depends on your pocket value. So if you want enough, more than enough, you can put as much as you want. In here I cooked it with about 1 liter of water. That is the amount of water I'm going to use to make the soup. So you can use, for the meat, you can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use goat meat. Goat meat is actually the best tasted one among them. Then now there are different ways of cooking this soup. This way I'm teaching you now is just one of the ways, and most of the times there is no best way of cooking the soup. Depends on the results you want. So at the end of the day, the best or the value or how good that soup is determined by the taste. Now this is one way of cooking this egusi achi soup. Now let me proceed. What I have done now is, for the sake of this video, I have off the fire because I'm using phone to video it. So I've off the fire. Now I'm going to put in egusi. This is one way of cooking it, like I said. I'm going to pour in now the egusi and the crayfish. I have put pepper in it already to cook the meat and the stockfish along with the fish. So I put pepper and the seasoning in it. Now you have to add salt to taste. I actually also put in the onions to cook it, to season the meat. So the amount of salt you put depends on you, and the amount of pepper you put also depends on your taste. So now I'm going to pour in the egusi. Well, actually, you may not need to grind the egusi yourself. In this part of the country where I live, if you go to the market, the woman selling the egusi will likely grind it for you. But because of the purpose of this video, I decided to grind it in my house. You can use blender for grinding it, for blending them. So now, one thing is this. Some people used to complain that they actually form lumps. If you want to avoid the achi from forming lumps, you can use the palm oil. Use the palm oil to mix it before pouring it into the cooking pot. Use the palm oil to mix it like this. So at the end of the day, you know, achi is actually a thickener. It serves as a thickener for the soup. So which means by the time you are eating the soup, you will not feel the water draining down your hand. The achi sort of hold it, make it the soup thick. And be aware that if you have achi in your soup, the soup will be thick because of the effect of this achi. Now here I've mixed the achi with the palm oil. So I'm going to put it now. And the amount of oil you are using depends on your taste too. Some people don't like so much oil in their soup, whereas others like to see enough oil. So we are going to add the egusi, the bitter leaf, as the last thing when it's almost done. So that's it. Let's give it some time to cook. So we've come to the end. I've added the bitter leaf about 5 minutes before it's done. Now let's see how the soup is. Ooh. Yeah. Now, as I told you, this is one way of cooking this soup. And in fact, this is the simplest way of cooking this Achi egusi soup. There are many other ways of cooking it. So in our next edition, we're going to show other ways of cooking this same soup. So now, let's see how it is. Yeah, we are. Ooh. That's what we got. Wow. So these bitter leaf, they're actually long ones. In that the way it was prepared, they were not sliced. So please do not salivate. You can come and eat after this show. Now this is done. You can actually eat it with anything you like, with fufu, which is the traditional way of eating it, with semolina, with gari, eba, whatever you want to eat with it. So this is how it is. So for this soup we have used achi, egusi, crayfish, onion, salt to taste. Seasoning, we use the okpeye seasoning. As I mentioned before, we also can use the ogiri seasoning. That's our local seasoning. We use the hunger seasoning. You can use whatever seasoning you like. We used beef. You can use whatever meat you like. You can use goat meat, which is A1. You can use poultry, whatever poultry you like. And we use dry fish. Some people actually add pomo, that is dry cow skin, whatever you use. So we are going to use it and then you enjoy it at your comfort of your home. So see you next time. Bye.